It's your girl back here again. The T on MPD and relationships. Hello, everyone, to all of my new subscribers and to my new family members. Hello, hi, welcome. Hey. To my tribe and family at large, welcome back. Thank you all so much for coming back and watching another video. Fam, y'all know I'm always wanting to plug that Thursday night live stream. We are building that live stream back, y'all. I want you all to really put this on your calendars. We are definitely exploring those deep topics that are going to definitely lead us into that space of healing, wholeness, and boldness. I'd love to see you there. Listen, if you are on the Facebook, okay, and the YouTube platforms, please, okay, turn your notification bell on. Turn your notification bells on, because this is going to, will notify you, of course, when we go live and also when we drop a video on the channel. It's good to go to therapy and talk about the restoring and definitely taking care of those cognitive abilities. It is, I mean, we want to do that, and we want to restore those things so that it's to their functional again, right? And not dysfunctional. But just as we're caring for those things, we also want to care for the soul. You know, the soul houses the mind, the will, the emotions. And for those of us that are believers, it is the very thing that is judged in the end. Okay, so we want to make sure that we have our souls in check, and we do a soul check up, okay, to make sure that we are good, make sure that we are definitely addressing any issues in our spirit nature that only God can repair. Amen. So I want y'all to really make sure that you are doing that soul work, and that you're able to, get all of those traumas and the different things out, and to talk about those things so you can live your best life. Because trauma don't allow you to live your best life, y'all. It doesn't. Trauma works hand in hand with pride, and both of them are destroyers. Okay? They are. So y'all, please, come on now. Let's get it right. Let's get it. All right? 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. This is on Thursday evenings. All right? So I'd love to see your beautiful face in the place, or your profile picture. All right? Right there in the chat. All right, y'all. And y'all know the goal of the day on that like button is 2.1K plus. If you rocks with your girl, y'all hit that like button. Hit that like button. I need y'all to hit that like button, okay? Fist bump. Fist bump. Can we fist bump? Y'all gonna partner with your girl. All right. I appreciate you. Thank you. All right. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Okay. And not only that, but make sure, don't leave the video without doing so. Somebody hit it for you. Hit it for somebody else. All right. Thank you so much. It helps the information spread throughout the algorithm. For those of you that are also looking for private one-on-one coaching, my email is pinned in the description below. Fam, if you have not gotten your book, Seduced by Satan, pick up your copy today. It is pinned in the description below. Yes, it is. It's pinned in the description below. Y'all, this is based on a true story. Okay, this is my first book collaborative effort. And guess what? I want y'all to get a copy of that book. Get a copy of for yourself and somebody else. How about that? Can you do that? Get a copy for yourself and somebody else. I'm telling you, they'll thank you later. And thank me too. Recommend it to your book club. If your book club is looking for a new book to read, go on and recommend it to them. Okay? And so they can see, and they can be enlightened on this information too. Yeah. So let's go. Let's get it. All right. So pick up your copy today. The link is pinned in the description below. Go right to the link and order your copy today. All right. So listen, let's jump into the topic of this video. I want to say something about, I tell y'all about the difference, or we talk about vulnerability as opposed to victimhood. Okay. And a lot of times, we don't know that we're dealing with a narcissist or a toxic individual because we don't know how they move, especially if you have not ever been exposed to that type of personality. Let me put it like that. So on this video, what I want to do is I want to expose, okay? I want to expose how the narcissist lack, okay, of vulnerability, connectivity, and empathy shows up. I want to expose that because a lot of times we get into these situations where narcissists are running empathy tests on you, and they're doing a lot of these things right there in your face, and you don't even know what it is. You don't even have a clue because you don't know the game. You don't know what type of game they're running on you. And narcissists are they're highly manipulative. And not only that, they're very skilled at being able to mask things, okay, including themselves. Because when you met the narcissist, baby, you didn't meet the real person. No, they're not gonna let you meet the real them, because the real them is the one that you left. Remember that. That's why I always tell you, don't remember the narcissist you met. I say to you all, remember the narcissist that you left. Baby, that narcissist is not going to show you who they truly are in the beginning. No, you don't meet the real narcissist in the beginning. You meet the representative, that mask. That's what you meet. And so they're very skilled at masking things. And so that's why I want to expose it. Again, in this video, this is what I want to do. I want to expose how their lack of empathy, connectivity, and vulnerability shows up. Okay, I want y'all to understand. I want y'all to follow me. So when you see these clowns doing this, you know what's going on. You're like, oh, okay, I see what this is. And they have one main go-to that's y'all gonna be like, oh, I did see that. That is so true. Okay, so let's get it. Let's get it. So when we're talking about the connectivity, okay, because I'm gonna take them one by one. The connectivity, because narcissists don't connect with you, okay? What they do is they feed off of you. They don't connect with you. And some people think, just like I did, that them feeding on you and being codependent on you, your fuel supply, is them connecting with you. That's not a connection. Just like in bed, when you're having, when you're having relations with these clowns, and you're like, oh, we had such a connection in the bed, such chemistry. What it is it's sensory overload. Narcissists don't connect with anybody. Okay, they're codependent and they feed off of you. And a lot of times we mistake that for connectivity. You can see what type of chemistry you might have with someone because maybe you are attracted to that person or something like that. But that doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to have that connectivity, because what connectivity means is that you could actually finish another person's sentences. You know what I'm saying? A narcissist can sometimes fake this too, especially if they're if they're watching you and mirroring you. They can. So you have to be careful with that too. But the narcissist doesn't have that connectivity. They're not going to connect with you. They feed off of you. Now, the vulnerability, that piece, and how it shows up is them telling you all of the different things that they've been through. And that's not vulnerability. You know, they're talking about, oh, this happened to me. Anytime a person is telling you all of these things, and I'm going to sum this up in the end, and I'm going to show y'all how they mask all of this. Okay. They will tell you in the end, they'll tell you when they're supposedly, you're thinking they're being vulnerable, but all they're doing is exposing, or they're putting that victimhood personality out there. Oh, whenever somebody is a victim, it's always what happened to me, what they did to me, what I had to endure. They'll say things like, they'll tell you this horrible story about they were homeless. They didn't have anyone to care for them, no food to eat, all of these different things. Or this person abused them, stole their money, took their this and took their that, and tried to control them, and all of this old kind of stuff. Remember, y'all, victimhood is not vulnerability. And that is how a narcissist tries to play that vulnerability, by being a victim. That's not vulnerability, because vulnerable means that you're open. Okay, it means that you're gonna share. You're sharing what happened, and not necessarily what someone did to you, but you're sharing things that somebody could possibly bring up about who you are in the future, and could cause you some type of pain or whatever. You're opening up. You're giving your deepest and darkest secrets, not necessarily what someone did to you. Like, you could be sharing that you struggle with a particular thing. But when a person is being vulnerable, they're showing you their scars. Whether it be internally, whatever. When a person is being vulnerable with you, they're opening up and they're sharing with you things that are uncomfortable for them, not something that is always going to place accountability on someone else. Does that make sense? I hope that's making sense to y'all. Okay, so that's how they mask the vulnerability, is they put that victimhood stuff up there. And that's not, and they're not a victim a lot of times. And I mean, they could have been a victim, but a lot of times they're over there victimizing other people. You understand what I'm saying? Like you, like me. Okay, so let's get it. The empathy. The empathy shows, their lack of empathy shows up like, they'll say, like you tell them somebody passed away, God forbid, somebody passed away. Oh, that is too bad. That's very sad. Or sometimes they'll say like, they'll make a joke, and you're just like, okay, that's weird. Like, why would you say that? But whenever something is happening where it requires them to have a deep level of empathy, they can't show you that. And the reason why is that narcissists, and what they'll do is they'll either try to make light of the situation, or they will say things that are kind of off. Like, that's too bad. Oh, I wonder what happened with so-and-so. Wow, I can't believe that. And you're just listening to their comments like, that's kind of weird. Like, why would you say that about in this type of situation? But the reason they can't really get into it is because they don't have emotional empathy, which is the authentic empathy that we should have, right? They don't have that. And so all of these things, the vulnerability, the connectivity, and the empathy, the lack of all of this, is because they don't have that empathetic trait. They just don't. And so what happens is, when you start bringing up issues relating to any one of these things, or if you're having conversation about, why don't we ever connect? They'll make a joke about it. This is how they do it. I'm wrapping it up right here. They'll make a joke about it. Oh, connect. You mean connect like you connect the light bulb to the lamp? Is that what you're talking about? Oh, do you mean connect like how you plug the lamp into the socket? Is that how you do? Like, they'll make a joke out of it. Then you say something about your vulnerability. Oh, I get it. You want me to be one of those softies, huh? You like cotton ball people? Do you like that? Oh, y'all. They're going to take it in a whole nother direction. They're going to make light. They're going to try to find something humorous to say about it. You understand what I'm saying? Even with the empathy, you'll say, well, you're telling them a story and you're thinking, this is really serious. Why would you say that? And they're just like, oh, you're always serious, aren't you? Aren't you always serious? Aren't you always serious about something? I mean, is there a time that you're ever not serious? I mean, you're so serious, I'm going to call you Miss Serious or Mr. Serious, because that's just what, but you're really trying to tell them something about something that really happened that's terrible. But fam, they do all of this, okay, because they don't have the depth. They can't connect. They're not vulnerable, and they don't have empathy. But how it shows up with them is the fact that you will see them make fun and jokes during these situations. That's it. But I want y'all to be aware that when you see these people doing these types of things, I gotta expose it, because sometimes you're still not healed from one relationship to the next, and you don't know what you're looking at. You don't know what you're experiencing. So I gotta come in. It's, in this space, I gotta tell you what's up. You know what I'm saying? And these are things that you do get in coaching sessions. But my clients come out of the coaching sessions, and especially those that have had packages, they some soldiers. They don't play. They'll tell you real quick. Because we take it to another level. I teach tricks and tips and, tricks of the trade, how to test for different things, and how to just fall back, allow your emotions to take a back seat. Watch with your eyes, not with your heart. You understand what I'm saying? So these are things that I'm trying to just, these are some of the basic things that I want to get out here, so you all know what's up. You know what's happening. All right, family. So listen, don't get taken for a fool, because a narcissist, they always out there looking for a new fool. All right. So don't let them do it to you, fam. All right, y'all. So yeah, they're going to make a joke out of the situation, but this is going to expose their game. So y'all know what's up. All right. So family, y'all take really good care of yourselves, and y'all be good to yourselves. Okay. And I will see you all on the next video, fam. And I will see you all healed and whole at the top. Shalom, family. Peace.